everyone's a happy holidays to you. Some eat a lot of turkey. Now I got a little disappointing thing to let you know tonight. ACW has put this match together tonight. Want to have a great wrestling show. Unfortunately, the injury to my neck, to my hip, most importantly to my knee, won't allow me to perform tonight. So I just figured we'd take off to the side. Scotty, you and I will be talking about setting that contract up for the next one. And I'm out here to tell you guys, God bless you. Thank you. Happy holidays. And don't ever get bad knees.
Whoa.
Hamrick don't want none.
Go home, Nick.
Shane, shut your mouth, punk.
Shut up, Nick. Come over here.
ACW, you got a lot of nerve booking him to open up the show when I am your Super H champion.
No one cares.
I mean, I've got Riddick.
He sucks.
He's still
Riddick
speechless.
sucks.
I've got the lovely Miss Caressa. And you want to put Shane Douglas on the mic?
Shut up, Nick.
All right, fine. Did I hear you whining about your knee, huh? Did I hear you talking about you're close to retirement?
Nobody cares.
He's old. I tell you what,
Nobody cares.
Shane, I would love to give the fans a great show tonight. How about me and you, huh? I mean, I beat your ass last time. I have no problem doing it again.
You
In fact,
always cheat.
I tell you what, Shane, I'll put my title on the line. I'll even send Rick to the back.
Bullshit.
You get, yeah.
Bullshit.
Do you see a dick here?
Yeah, I see a dick here.
You go get cold. Riddick, you go get a cold one. You keep that briefcase nice and warm because we got big plans for it later.
I bet you did.
Shane,
That was sus.
Shane, I see a ring, pal. Let's get a ref out here.
That was sus.
Let's get a ref out here.
That was sus. To the back too. We don't want her either.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think Shane Douglas is as shocked as me, Nikki Walters, and Mike Kelly, because it seems like Nick Hamrick has entirely hijacked our Thanksgiving episode of Underground Assault. And we're going to have an impromptu match for the Super H Championship.
Wrestling tonight, dude.
What do you mean we're not wrestling? We got a ring, we got a ref here.
Nice crowd here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you brought your bells.
We don't have no castle though.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is now for the ACW Super H Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 255 pounds, the franchise, Shane Douglas! And his opponent being accompanied by the lovely Caressa from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds. He is the ACW Super H champion, the leader of the new franchise players, handsome Nick Hamrick.
All right, Nikki, like you were saying, an impromptu match for the Super H title. The reigning champion, Nick Hamrick, arch nemesis, Shane Douglas, are looking to square off. Wait a minute. What Shane? Shane's got a chain. He just blasted Nick Hamrick upside the head with that chain. The referee was distracted. We got a new Super H champion.
Here's your winner right there, ACW Super H champion, the franchise, Shane Douglas!
Man, our referee is going to have to take that belt off of Nick Hamrick. He is out cold.
Shane Douglas has just ended the 11-month, nearly 1-year reign of handsome Nick Hamrick in our opening match at the compound. Nick Hamrick. He doesn't even know what happened, I think, at this point. He was knocked out when Shane cracked him upside the head with that chain. But guess what? The tactics that we've seen Nick Hamrick use in the past, like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I hate to say it, but he had it coming, Nicky. He had it coming.
You reap what you sow, or as some of the kids say these days, F around and find out.
Well,
and he FAFO'd right there.
Wow. Nick Hamrick. No longer the Super 8 champion. The new Super 8 champion, the franchise, Shane Douglas, in a shocking turn of events.
The following contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the ACW International Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 210 pounds, the rock star, Anthony Rucker.
Hey, don't do me. That's messed up.
I don't care.
Why don't you care? You should care about things in life.
I don't care about you.
You should care about me. You should care about everybody out there.
Hey, I'm sure the bar station.
Hey, the bar is an amazing
And his opponent, first, from Chillicothe, Ohio, weighing in at 184 pounds, the mobile home wrestler, Bruce Gray. And from Hurricane, West Virginia, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the ACW International Champion. It's your boy, GenZ!
Let's make some noise. Get on your feet. One more time.
All right, Mike Kelly. Things started off here just completely out of control. Nick Hamrick coming in here with no respect for the process, for the taping, anything. But for the audience at home, this is episode 12 of Underground Assault, Thanksgiving Thunder, and we've got a lot on tap today, including yet another championship bout.
Yeah, this bout for GenZ's international title, you got two top opponents. You got Bruce Gray and the debuting Anthony Rucker. And this match, a three-way, sudden death rules. The person to get the first pinfall is the winner and new champion. So theoretically, GenZ could lose the title today and not get pinned. And I'm still reeling from what just went down. Nick Hamrick's nearly year-long reign with Super H title over just like that. And Nick Hamrick might be, knows some dirty tactics. He learned a lot of those from Shane Douglas.
Yeah, let's see this dance off here real quick.
I think Bruce challenging the others to dance off. The other, his opponents, maybe not biting on that one. Bruce quite the dancer.
No, GenZ started this.
Oh, GenZ, okay.
Yeah.
And now, were GenZ and Bruce,
1, 2, 3.
GenZ and Bruce have similar philosophies of wrestling. Anthony Rucker not sharing a respect for the rules or the fans.
Right, I mean, quite the welcome to the compound here to Anthony Rucker via Bruce Gray and GenZ.
But I want to say this about Anthony Rucker. he's been very impressive. Thus, his debut being in a title match. I mean, that says something right there. He has impressed the championship committee and the management of ACW to the point where he's getting a title shot on his debut. So we'll see how that works out for him. GenZ won this title back in July. Now it's November. So he's a pretty healthy run with this thing. He's defended on multiple occasions against all comers. And I'm sure he's looking to do the same thing today, but Bruce Gray and Anthony Rucker have other plans.
Yeah, you've got a big variety of experience in this match. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, how Bruce Gray's years in the ring come into play against an up-and-comer and then a newcomer.
Oh, Anthony Rucker dumped over the top rope. And GenZ had a little insult to injury there. And this is what I like to see here. Bruce Gray and GenZ, they're going to go in there, they're going to see who the better man is, fight within the confines of the rules. We don't get to see this kind of stuff enough, in my opinion.
Right, and these two, some of the most beloved wrestlers at Appalachian Championship Wrestling by a long shot. So fans really just appreciating the craft here right now as they watch these two go at it.
In a test of strength, and Bruce, at least for now, gaining the advantage. Pushing Z down to the point where he got a 1 count on Z there, but Z, ever aware and alert, kicking out at the 1. Is Bruce clamping in a side headlock on Z. Z is doing what he can. Oh, as he reverses, GenZ with a side headlock of his own and then taking him over, but Bruce with a head scissors. And then an arm drag from GenZ. Bruce going for an arm drag of his own, but GenZ blocking it.
Gotcha!
Oh, Bruce going for that DDT. GenZ just hit Bruce with a DDT. But Bruce, he ain't even feeling it. That is Bruce's move. That is Bruce's move. And I think he might have a little adrenaline burst there. I think he may be a little insulted that GenZ is going and doing his move. Bruce smacked him in the mouth.
That's how you want to play. That's how you want to play.
And what started off as a friendly competition is getting it was starting to get a little heated. Anthony Rucker distracted him for a second as he.
I think Anthony Rucker thought he had it all figured out up there, and it didn't quite turn out the way he had planned.
Oh, GenZ with a spinning forearm that did not hit the, and then a double clothesline. Both competitors down and out. And here comes the opportunistic Anthony Rucker going for a pin on Bruce and now for a pin on Z, but both of them kicking out. And could you imagine if Anthony Rucker was to capture championship gold in his ACW debut, Nikki?
In his ACW debut against some of the all-time favorites in the company.
Yes, absolutely. Good point. Two of the most popular wrestlers in the company competing against each other in this bout. Is Rucker going for that suplex, but GenZ blocking it for a second time. Oh, but Rucker catching Z right on the button with that forearm, Nikki. Measuring up and then diving on Z as he was draped across the ropes. A roll over him and then Bruce very alertly breaking up that pin attempt. Bruce Gray going after his first singles title in ACW as him and Ron Mathis as DD Trash former ACW tag champs, former Bluegrass tag champs. They've done all there is to do in the tag team division. And now Bruce seeking out some singles gold. Oh, Rucker almost got Z up for that suplex, but Z holding on to that headlock and spinning him over. But Rucker with a clothesline. Z kicking out at 2. That was a little close right there, Nikki Walters.
For sure. Something I've noticed about GenZ is he's able to use his size always as an advantage, not just in how he goes after his opponents, but to also keep his opponents from getting certain things over on him. He's very adept at it, and you know, while he's very strong and grounded, we've also seen him go up to the top rope and do some high flying as well. So he's really been able to channel his size to his benefit.
Okay, is Rucker with that rear chin lock on Z. Z's up, but Bruce back on his feet. And now we got Bruce with a chin lock. And then we got a 4-way Z. He's got the referee.
I don't think we've got any other referees today.
Yeah.
Don't kill the ref.
Oh, but look, the referee to the ground and turned it into like a 4-way stunner. You just don't know what you're going to see at an ACW show, Nikki.
I think people are high on the Christmas spirit and just a little out of control today.
Yeah, Thanksgiving tomorrow, Black Friday the day after.
They're all hot. They got the Christmas spirit in them.
Well, I noticed some of these Christmas displays going up in like the day after Halloween at some of these stores, you know. I'm not a big fan of Christmas due to my line of work.
Right.
Oh, look at the forearm as Anthony Rucker is just getting bounced around like a pinball, and then that clothesline from GenZ, laying him out. Now Bruce whipping Rucker into the ropes, and a little Bruce foo with that chop.
Looks like they're going to work together here.
Double elbow. Laying Rucker out, Nikki. And listen to these fans. We got a hot crowd in here in the compound today. That just like warms my heart. We're getting into the cold time of year. Oh! We're getting on to the cold time of year, but this action in the ring is hot and heavy. Here in the compound, Nikki. Is Bruce clamping on that headlock. Jens whipping him to the ropes. Z was going for that backdrop. Bruce went for the sunset flip, and then Z turned that to his advantage. This action is getting almost too fast to call.
And we've also seen Bruce Gray, since he has been battling ongoing shoulder injuries, really introduce a lot of lower leg work into his repertoire. We know that he's trained in Bruce Fu, but he's really harnessed his leg action as a way to take down his opponents.
All those kicks of Bruce are lethal, but then so are those forearms and those chops as he just run GenZ's bell right there. And GenZ, he's seeing stars, Nikki. Bruce setting up Jens for that DDT. What if that did that Rucker with a kick to the back of Bruce's head, breaking up that DDT attempt. And you know how it is. 99% of the time, Bruce catches somebody with that DDT, it is over. The only person I've seen kick out of that DDT, ACW heavyweight champion Kanan Christopher, and it was like a 2 3/4 count. That was one heck of a match. Bruce against Kanan.
Bruce seeming unfazed and very determined here. He really, really plans to leave here with that belt.
Bruce with a flying knee strike to GenZ. But then Rucker moved out of the way. He's got Bruce up. Oh, but that kick caught Rucker right in the mush. But Rucker also dropping Bruce at the same time. And now you got GenZ going for the cover. Rucker kicking out at 2. Oh, GenZ going for that cannonball, but Rucker moved out of the way. And now all 3 competitors laid out. I'm seeing Bruce working on climbing back into the ring. And if Bruce can get on there and slap that DDT on Anthony Rucker, we'll have a new international champion, Nikki, because GenZ, he's out of the picture right now, recovering outside the ring. And now we got Rucker scaling up the ropes, but Bruce catching him and Rucker feeling the effects of Bruce's offense. And now Bruce, he's going up top. Is he going for a superplex here, Nikki? Bruce going for a superplex. He just superplex Rucker through the ring. And you got GenZ with a senton off the top rope. GenZ with a successful defense of the international title.
Here's your winner and still ACW International Champion. It's your boy, GenZ!
GenZ, he won that title in the summer, in July this year. And now here we are almost in December, and he's showing no signs of letting up. As we got Bruce and Z. Whoa.
Good fight. That's nasty. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight. Good fight.
That's what I like to see, Nikki. Some sportsmanship here in the compound. As Bruce congratulates GenZ on that big win.
All day. What have I said? Stack them up, and I'll put them down, baby. And that is on all day long. Let's go, baby! Guys, Brucey Jack's tired. Brucey Jack ain't getting any younger. I'm no GenZ. That young man is good. He's only gonna get better. And trust me, in 5 years, he ain't gonna be a kid. He's just gonna be a damn good wrestler. That's right, yeah. And I said I was tired, but I am not gonna go to sleep here in ACW until I get some gold. Never give up. That's right. Never give up.
I like the sound of that. But honestly, I'm out here to be honest. I'm going to put the franchise aside. Talking to Troy Martin tonight. When you break into this business, you don't even have the stones to believe that you can even win a match, let alone have multiple matches. Nobody in Dominic's school ever said, yeah, hey, down the road we're both former world champions because we didn't think it was possible. I remember Mick Foley and I and Cody Michaels saying in Dominic's gym, we're okay for local wrestling, but we're not like those guys on TV. We're not like Bret Hart. We're not like Harley Race and those guys. So to sit here, tomorrow will begin my 43rd year in the professional wrestling business. And I can honestly say it's been 43 years of a crap load of fun. A lot of injuries, a lot of banged up. You don't think of this. I was talking to my first tag team partner, he in UWF. And he said, I asked him, because back then it was 14-hour drives, 10,000 miles per week. And I said, well, we were doing that, Davey Haskins. Do you remember it being hard? Was it hard? And he thought for a second, and he said, nah, man. We were running the roads and living our dreams with guys we loved. That's what the wrestling business has been for 43 years. And I added something to that. I said, there's one more piece of that equation, because the franchise likes to always add something. We had a boatload of fun, traveled the road with our friends, but it's because of fans like you that came out and paid your hard-earned dollars. See, I come from a blue-collar family. My mother worked at a factory making $2 an hour. My dad worked on the railroad, making a little bit more, but he was gone all the time. We did the same thing. That for my parents, that was a job for them. That was a means to an end of putting food in my mouth. You can see I didn't miss any meals. To me, they were saints. I'd cut my right and left arm off if I had my mother and dad back today. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But I also mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you guys hadn't watched this snot-nosed punk that had dreamt of being a professional wrestler, I wouldn't be standing here today. I wouldn't have been a 5-time former world champion. We wouldn't have started a company named ACW. I'd watched it. I would have watched them make it. But to be instrumental in making that company work, it is very, very humbling to be at this stage of my life. But I'm not stating anything but the obvious here, right? I'm no spring chicken. 29 broken bones, 19 surgeries, 11 concussions. And I think that's just about enough. I put it this way. I want to go out with all the parts I came in with. So I don't want any joint replacements or stuff like that. So Moose and I have been talking, and with ACW, I'm proud of what we built here. Because we did it the old-fashioned way. We did it the way we built ECW. We did it the way we built every federation before then and since then. We didn't have a Time Warner behind us, and we don't today. We didn't have a Ted Turner, multi-billionaire, right? It's a little bit quirky. We had a couple of people that loved wrestling, that were willing to take the time to buy a property that had a building like this that he could put it on. An ugly guy like him had some ideas for what to put out there. But West Virginia is like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is wrestling territory, right? For us, we got people willing to drink our wine. Let's give them our wine. But it's for me, I think I could do a lot more good in the back there because of these things that are starting to mounting up that maybe need a joint replacement somewhere. I think it's better for me as a father and as somebody that hopes to be around for a lot longer to be able to do that. I think I have to slow this down in the ring. And we've come to the conclusion that sometime this year coming, we'll be making the announcement and the franchise will wrap up in the ring. I will never leave wrestling. I love it. I love all of you because you've given me the opportunity. I think it was Samuel Morse, the author, that said, if you love your job, you never go to work a day in your life. I love teaching, but it was work. I would have made a great orthopedic surgeon, but that was a shitload of work. I love professional wrestling, and this has never been a job. So I've never gone to work in the last 43 years because of fans like you. So to wrap this up, I've been taking this belt, and I love the sound of champ again. But it's time to put this belt up, and I think we've got a lot of people in the back there and a lot of people in the area that are going to come here. I'm going to let ACW, Moose, Scotty, maybe you fans have some input on how they take this belt and award it to the next person, because we got work to do. All of us, you, all of you fans. This will only become the next big thing if we do our jobs and you all do your jobs. Let's commit to make ACW something better, something more, something where people watch wrestlers coming out of going, I don't know where that ACW is, but goddamn, they get it right. Are you with me? Yeah! Come on, man, it's a holiday season. Are you with me, ACW? Then it's time for you guys to get to work. ACW! ACW! There you go. ACW! ACW! God, I love the sound of that. Get it done. Tournament time for the title. The Super 8's belt is now handed back to you.
Introducing first, the team of Avery Austin and the reason for the teardrops on Taylor Swift's guitar, Shane Storm.
What?
Kick your ass. Travis, not kick his ass.
Local kids flying out. How are you? Local. Teenager retired. They kicked
I got something to tell you people.
You suck like your football team. Oh, look at that evil look.
You see, me and my best friend, my tag partner, my amigo, did I already say friend?
Yes.
My friend, Avery Austin. That side of the room likes her.
That side of the room is smart.
You see, tonight we're taking on Emily Rose and OK. Are you done? We're taking on Emily Rose and OK. But let you in on a little secret about my friend Avery Austin.
She's gonna get beat.
You see, she may not look like it,
She ain't.
but currently, she is ranked 45th in the world for women's taekwondo.
Yeah.
That's right.
So she's basically a lethal weapon.
Yes.
Don't look it up. Just trust me. She's 35th,
Yeah.
45th, 45th.
You can't even beat Emily.
Stand over here and I'll prove it.
I beat her twice.
Exactly.
I beat her twice. I'm like 2-0 against Emily. I think so.
Emily's wrestled Megan Bain.
Ooh!
Where have you wrestled? Jenny's been retired for 20 years.
I wrestle people.
Go back to the wrestle hall, Shane.
I wrestle people.
Yeah, we
Like Jerry Lawler. I beat him. Don't look it up. Just
He did not beat Jerry Lawler.
Dusty Rhodes. I beat him. Don't look it up.
He did not beat Now, for the record, he wrestled both these people, but beat neither one of them.
Don't look it up.
This is Shane Storm's world. We're just living in it. Sit back, relax.
Anyways.
who's you been last week?
Did you go to today?
Today, Junior. Anyways.
I would call Bruce Grayback out here.
She's fifth in the world at women's taekwondo. She's basically a lethal weapon, and you're getting ready to see it right here.
Who retired you?
What do you mean? I'm right here. I'm not retired.
You've been retired.
That's not true.
I want you there.
That's not true.
Justice was over.
That doesn't sound
the team of Emily Rose and the okayest wrestler in the world, OK!
All right, Mike Kelly. So we have a little bit to kind of recap and go back over. A lot has happened since that last match that we just watched. We had Shane Douglas come out here and inform everyone that due to his health and where he is in his career, even though he beat Nick Hamrick, got that Super H title, he would like to put it up for grabs for the next generation. So that's the match that we're going to have coming up after this one, is to see who's going to get that vacated Super H title. So kind of a big moment in Shane Douglas's career. He's been a staple here at Appalachian Championship Wrestling, and a savvy move on his part to know when to call it and give his body a break.
I think for Shane Douglas, it was enough of a feather in his cap just to put Nick Hamrick in his place after the feud that they've had basically for all of 2025 to finish up, towards the end of 2025 to finally defeat Nick Hamrick for that Super H title. That was enough for Shane. And he's looking to the future of his career, but also to the future of
the business.
Of the business of Appalachian Championship Wrestling.
Right.
And he's one of these new, scrappy up-and-comers to fight over this Super H title. And it's what a turn of events. What a turn of events. And it's a lot to take in, and I'm sure we'll get some more information about how this, as of this moment, vacant Super H title is going to be awarded. But for right now, let's turn our focus to the matters in the ring, as we have an intergender tag match with Shane Storm and Avery Austin going up against OK and Emily Rose.
And of course, Shane Storm coming out here with various versions of truth. A lot of what he says is rooted in truth, but maybe not like deeply rooted. Maybe like surface roots.
Well, you gotta wonder. I mean, this guy's. Here's the way I always understood it. If you ain't got no money, you're crazy. If you got a little bit of money, you're eccentric, right? And so Shane Storm has been very, very successful. So he's eccentric. Let's put it that way.
I think delusional. Delusional is the word.
Okay, those opinions are the opinions of Nikki Walters, and probably do reflect the opinions of Appalachian Championship Wrestling. But anyhow.
But he's here with his lethal weapon.
And his new best friend, Avery Austin, a newcomer to Appalachian Championship Wrestling. But, Shane Storm, he has fought Dusty Rhodes. He has fought Jerry Lawler. But his memory and recollection of these matches and who ended up with the winner's share of the purse, that may be where the delusion and eccentricness come in.
Yes.
Is eccentricness a word?
I think I was looking for the word. I think eccentricities.
Eccentricities.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I never knew that word or heard that word before, and most of our audience probably hadn't. So, so kudos to you, as Nikki Walters busting out the Google machine to give all us wrestling fans an English lesson. But meanwhile, so you got Emily and OK, who are two of the most popular wrestlers, and two of the like they're going to be in the running for the Breakthrough Star of the Year, I'm sure, when the awards come out.
Right.
But you got Avery Austin, and Avery Austin she's got some fans out there. She does have some fans, and they're being very vocal. Now, here's the deal. Avery Austin, I think, as Shane Storm has been working with her on her training, Shane Storm, in my opinion, maybe not the best of influences on a young person, and especially a young impressionable person like Avery Austin. Because, I mean, I've heard her friends say some very good things about her, but my deal is she is basically like a spoiled brat. And that's, in my opinion, that attitude is probably because of the influences of a Shane Storm on her.
You know, which in some cases could give her the confidence that she needs to cross the threshold and become a winner, and then, you know, in other ways could make her maybe underestimate her opponents and overestimate her own preparedness.
Well, I'm telling you what, for a newcomer with as much time in the ring as she's had, she's matching up pretty well with Emily Rose. Emily with the size advantage, and even though Emily's still in the infancy of her career, you know, with a experience advantage as well.
Yeah, as some of the fans were pointing out there, she made an appearance on AEW this year.
Yeah, went up against the Megasis Megan Bain, and I mean, you want to talk about impressive. Think about being your first year and you are on cable TV fighting one of the biggest, baddest competitors on the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's speaks volumes to the potential of this young lady. Oh, wow. She whips Avery Austin over and working on that arm. And then Shane Storm stretching for that tag, but Avery just out of reach. And now Emily continuing to work on that arm with a leg drop. And we've seen Shane Storm and Emily Rose go at it before. They had an awesome singles match at the Barnyard Beatdown. We've seen them against each other in tag competition. And
let me make sure I'm clear. Her? No. Me? Yeah. Okay.
And even though these guys have squared off a few times at this point, but still pretty heated between the two. The issues have yet to be resolved, obviously. So, what did you find on the Google machine there? Would you were looking up our vocabulary word of the day, Nick?
Oh, I was correct. Okay. I just wanted to be sure because I am not delusional.
Okay.
I am not delusional. I try to be factual.
Okay, so
eccentricity. Eccentricity.
So what you're saying is Shane Storm is full of a bunch of cockamamie eccentricity. Did I use that correctly?
Eccentricity. Yes.
Eccentricity. Okay. Oh, what? Okay, I ain't thinking that's what they had planned out. The way I went down. Okay, with a tag to Emily Rose as Shane Storm and Avery Austin are both rocked, and they're just getting their jaws jacked up against the ropes right now. As you got OK and Emily Rose, taking them both for a ride. That's gonna make you dizzy in addition to knocking you loopy. And so Avery and Shane Storm heading for cover, but OK in hot pursuit. Okay.
Timing was a little off
Just a little bit.
on that strategy.
And when you see how this match is going down, that shows what an influence Shane Storm is having on young Avery Austin's career. And I see a lot of potential in this young lady, but the sooner you get away from that feller, I'm trying to not say something derogatory, probably the better for Avery. I mean, she's showing a lot of heart, a lot of spunk, a lot of athleticism here as she continues to hammer down with forearms to Emily, but Emily just caught her right in the chin with that one. But there's Avery Austin showing a lot of heart there. You know, she just ate that forearm to the mouth, and she just kept going forward. But now Emily really laying some into her. But Avery attempted to catch her with a kick to the belly, but then with a spinning kick to Emily. And Emily, that caught her just right because she appears to be hurting right now. Avery antagonizing. Okay. Avery Austin now backing Emily into the corner, working her over with them boots. Okay, another tag to Shane Storm as he can works on that arm, slams Emily's face into the turnbuckle, and Emily is in desperate need of a tag right now.
Okay, really would like to get in there and have his turn at Shane Storm, but they've been able to isolate Emily Rose and keep her from getting that tag.
Kind of a lapsadaisical effort on Shane Storm's cover there. You ain't gonna beat Emily Rose like that, I'll tell you that right now.
Like I was saying before, sometimes that arrogance can help you, sometimes it can hurt you.
Well, I think there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance, and Shane Storm is way over that line. Emily with a flurry of elbows, but then Shane Storm cutting her off with a handful of hair. Another tag to Avery.
Avery looking a little stoved up.
And a big double whip into the corner. Oh. As Shane Storm uses himself like as a ramp as Avery catapults herself, and then with a spinning DDT to Emily. And there's Avery's supporters. And that's kind of why I think, you know, this Avery Austin, deep down underneath it all, she must be a decent person. You know what I mean? I've talked to her fan base out there, and they're decent people, but Shane Storm, what a terrible influence. Absolutely just terrible influence.
Do it again. Do the Do it again.
Avery going for that DDT again, but Emily seen that one coming. Threw her off. And then what did you got? Oh, Emily Rose with a sit-out power bomb. Oh, wow, but Avery Austin kick it out at 2. That was close, Nikki. Both these ladies are feeling it right now as they recover in the middle of the ring, looking to make that tag.
Emily Rose getting closer than ever to OK's hand, but can she wake up enough to reach out and get the tag?
Avery getting closer, Emily getting closer. Okay, we got 2 hot tags. As OK taking the offense to Shane Storm off the ropes with a spinning neck breaker. But Avery Austin breaking up that pin attempt. You got Emily Rose in the ring now too. This thing's breaking down, Nikki. The referee, Mick Lovin, attempting to keep control over this, and he's done an excellent job. But you got a double whip. And then both Shane Storm and Avery have been taken down. Okay, and Emily whipping Shane Storm into the corner, and now they turn their attention to Avery Austin whipping her right into Shane Storm. And a big splash from OK, and another one from Emily Rose. And Emily with a suplex to Shane Storm. Shane Storm, his momentum carried him outside the ring, and now Avery Austin is in enemy territory. You have both Emily and OK in the ring. Emily looking, attempting to set up that crossface, but then the Shane Storm attempted to stop. OK's got a crossface on Shane Storm too. The crowd chanting for him to tap, but they're just continuing to. OK and Emily Rose. OK and Emily Rose with a big win today at the compound, Nikki. And when we come back here momentarily, we're going to find out exactly what the championship committee and the commissioner have decided to do about this vacant Super H title.
Till next time, ACW, stay okay.
Awesome, dude.
Shane, you lost.
Let me down, Shane.
You are the loser.
Shane, imitating Lamar Jackson. Good match, Avery. What about me? You suck.
Let's just say, thank you everybody for coming out to watch my win.
I don't know if you heard her. Please, I'm trying to speak. I don't know if you heard her, but what she said was, we may have lost by pinfall, but we were ahead on points. So, I declare the match a draw. Pretty much we won, but it's a draw.
welcome the Commissioner's spokesperson, Luke Piles.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I'm sure you all know, this title, the ACW Super H Championship, has recently been vacated and is now up for grabs. And because of that, I just talked to the commissioner, Joe Montgomery, and he has authorized a 4-way match for this championship right here, right now. And here is Austin to bring in the contestants.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the vacant ACW Super H Championship. Introducing first, from some beach somewhere, weighing in at 171 pounds, Lifeguard Ross! And his opponents, first, from Maplewood, West Virginia, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Wrestling Machine, Corey Spar! From Point Pleasant, West Virginia, weighing in at 280 pounds, Troy Parker! And from Chillicothe, Ohio, weighing at 215 1/4 pounds, he is one half of DD Trash, Pure Trash, Ron Mathis!
We're gonna get the title tonight and Friday night.
Anyone but Ross!
Time to get your ass kicked, guys.
Time to go, Ross! I feel sorry for Ross.
All right, so you heard it right there from Luke Piles, the commissioner's spokesperson. Lots of conversations have been happening behind the scenes today to figure out what to do after Shane Douglas put up that Super H title. And of course, it's the holidays. Our commissioner Joe Montgomery is not going to come into work. That's one of the perks of being the commissioner. You can stay home with your family. He sent his spokesperson out to take care of things today, and I think he's set it up there pretty clearly about what's going to be going on here. So we've got Corey Sparks, Ron Mathis, Troy Parker, and Lifeguard Ross all in contention for this title.
So, just to go over what happened earlier, because basically I went down so quick that if you blinked, you missed it. Shane Douglas defeating Nick Hamrick in our opening match for the Super H title in record time with some chicanery, but hey, it's all legal if you don't get caught. And Shane Douglas ending Nick Hamrick's nearly 1-year run with that title, but then Shane immediately vacating the title. He says, hey, oh, Mathis was a dive taking out Troy Parker. But, okay, this action's coming at us already, but Shane vacating that title, he said that this title, it should be won and defended by one of these young lions in Appalachian Championship Wrestling, and we got 4 of the best in here defending in a 4-way sudden death scramble. The first pinfall wins you the match. The first pinfall will win you the Super H title in this match, as you got Corey Sparks, Lifeguard Ross, Troy Parker, and Ron Mathis. This should be one heck of a contest.
All of these competitors bringing something, diverse to the table, and it's going to be interesting to see how it shakes out. We've got Troy Parker, who hasn't been in action a ton in Appalachian Championship Wrestling this year, but man, every time he comes out, he makes a huge impression, just naturally gifted. And speaking of naturally gifted, Corey Sparks, man, has he really become just the epitome of West Virginia wrestling? Whoa. Oh my.
A double jaw jacker for both them guys. And as they're rocking and reeling, here comes Ronnie. Fly, Ronnie, fly. Taking them both out as he kips up.
And then Lifeguard Ross, definitely a newcomer who has really had some big opportunities at Appalachian Championship Wrestling this year, and he's a real lifeguard.
Oh yeah, Lifeguard Ross. He is a lifeguard in his shoot job. I'd say this time of year he might get a little less work.
Right.
But he's been so impressive as Ronnie basically throwing Lifeguard Ross into Corey Sparks like a lawn dart there. Yeah, so Lifeguard Ross, his lifeguarding may be slowed down this time of year. Oh, Troy Parker catching Mathis. Oh, and catching him with that drop kick. But Lifeguard Ross didn't get as much lifeguard work this time of year, but he's getting plenty of wrestling bookings based on how impressive he's been. Oh, speaking of impressive, did you see that kick from Troy Parker? About caved in the chest of Lifeguard Ross. And there's one for Corey Sparks as well.
Troy Parker just strong and confident and really comes into the ring and you know that he means business.
Troy Parker, the current reigning Regatta Pro champion, would love to add that Super H title to his trophy case. Oh, but Mathis just absolutely decimating the spine of Troy Parker there. And now Mathis with a pop-off power bomb to Ross, and Ross kicking out at 2. I thought Ron Mathis was going to be our new Super H champion. A fisherman suplex. Corey kicking out at 2 as Ron Mathis just going to town. This dude, we were talking about Bruce Gray earlier. DD Trash has done all there is to do in the tag team division in ACW. Both these guys, they're eyeing up singles gold now. Bruce falling just short earlier in his attempt at the international title. And so now you got Ronnie getting his shot at the vacant Super H title. Oh!
I feel like Ron Mathis knows that he's going to have to take out Troy Parker, and you might as well try to get that done early.
Double noggin knocker on Ross and Corey Sparks as they're both feeling the pain from that one. Now Ronnie's got Corey up, drops him down to the mat, going for that pin, but Corey Sparks kicking out at 2. As Troy Parker attempting to get back in the ring, but Mathis catching him with a forearm and sending him flying back out to the floor of the compound. Corey Sparks. Oh, with the cutter. Corey the flying cutter on Lifeguard Ross. And looking back on last year, I'm seeing 2 competitors in the ring that came this close to defeating Nick Hamrick for that title. Corey Sparks taking Nick to the limit in Golly Bridge last spring. And then, oh wow, in September in Ashland, Kentucky, Troy Parker taking Nick Hamrick to the limits.
And who could have known that this is how things would end up going in their quest to get that Super H title? But here they are under extremely unusual circumstances, but making the most to capitalize on this opportunity.
Oh, and Troy Parker looking to make the most of this opportunity as he's got a Tower of Doom as Ron Mathis taking the brunt of that one. Basically, when you see that go down, it's like a superplex.
Super duperplex.
A super duperplex, yeah. As the fans voicing their approval of this amazing action going down the compound.
Man, it has been a roller coaster ride and a half today. So much going on. The wheels just coming off left and right, but man, we sure are having fun on the ride.
Absolutely, 100%, Nikki Walters. I am having a blast in the compound today. And how could you not, if you're a wrestling fan, how could you not enjoy this as these guys just going to war with these chops? Forearms, chops, and now Mathis with a flurry to Corey the super kick. And you have Troy Parker going to town on Lifeguard Ross. Look at the devastating maneuver that Troy Parker just put on Ross, and now Corey attempting a belly to back on Troy Parker, but Troy Parker. When I think of strong style wrestling, I think Troy Parker. This guy's a beast. As Corey Sparks with the belly to back suplex on Mathis and Troy Parker. That's amazing. It looks like a car crash out here. Oh, and Corey, he ain't letting go. And when he does this, he loves to do it in threes.
It's like a potato chip. You can't have just one.
Oh, but Mathis cutting him off before that third one. And Mathis giving him one of his own. Oh, just absolutely going to town. But Corey blocking that third one. And then up behind Mathis, it's a belly to back suplex party here at the compound, day before Thanksgiving.
Going back for seconds and thirds and fourths.
Yeah, that kind of fits into the Thanksgiving theme, doesn't it?
Come on, Parker.
Lifeguard Ross flying through the air, catching Ron Mathis. And think about what that would do for the career of a Lifeguard Ross if he was able to get the Duke in this and lay claim to the Super H title as he spins around, slamming Corey into the corner. And then just the amount of air that this young man gets.
Very, very athletic.
It's like he's always jumping off the high dive. And then look at that DDT as Ross on top of Corey. But Ron Mathis picking him up for a pile driver. Troy Parker catching Mathis right in the jaw. Wow, those kicks are devastating.
Stay out of my business!
Just slinging Ross across the ring. As Ross was going for that DDT on Troy. Oh, and then catching him with that stunner. Troy Parker, he's feeling that one. Oh, but Ross catching him again. Ross going for the pin on Parker. But Troy Parker kicking at it too. And like I was saying earlier, Troy Parker, the current reigning Regatta Pro champion, and he's looking to add the Super H title to his resume, to his trophy case. But Lifeguard Ross appears to have other plans. He's up on the second rope. But Parker moving out of the way. That super kick about took his head off Nicky Walters. And I know when that knee brace goes down, he's going for the GTS. The go to sleep. He just knocked him out. The winner and new Super H champion, Troy Parker.
Super H champion, Troy Parker.
What an amazing contest. What a whirlwind of activity here. Nick Hamrick losing the Super H title to Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas vacates the title.
Where's my belt?
And now Troy Parker winning the vacant title. And here comes Shane Douglas with the belt.
As Shane Douglas makes his way into the ring, let's give a shout out to our referee taking care of all of the action today. So we sure appreciate him for sticking with it. It has been a wild ride.
Okay, Shane's in the ring with the belt. Let's see what goes down here. Shane Douglas awarding the ACW Super H belt to the new champion.
Standing O from the crowd.
What an amazing match. And what a day at the compound.
If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the action. As you can see, you don't want to miss a minute of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king of the country roads is here! To what? 3 belts. 3 belts. Let's go. As many of you know, I am the Regatta Pro Wrestling Champion. In addition to the ACW Super H Champion. And just so you know, the Super H stands for Super Heavyweight Striker.
ACW! 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 ACW!